Just after Thanksgiving last year, one of the most horrific crimes in the history of the state of Washington took place. Maurice Clemens, a convicted felon with a long rap sheet from the state of Arkansas, walked into a coffee shop and murdered 4 Lakewood, Washington police officers, Sergeant Mark Renninger and officers Ronald Owens, Greg Richards, and Tina Griswold. How is it that Clemens was allowed to walk the streets free, especially after he had recently been arrested on a sex offense? Some say it was because of confusion and messed up paperwork in Clemens' home state of Arkansas. Others, however, say it may have been because paperwork here in the state of Washington was also messed up. One person who thought that the Washington state issues should be made public was now former Department of Corrections employee Sheralyn Andrews. Recently, Sheralyn was fired from her job as an administrative assistant because she blew the whistle on DOC malfeasance and bad record keeping. Beth De Long, the sister-in-law of Officer Tina Griswold, contacted the Freedom Foundation to express her outrage at what happened to Andrews and to offer support for her. We thought it would be a good idea for that to be an in-person expression, firsthand, unrehearsed, and unscripted.
Thank you so much for what you did. To do, and I appreciate it. Tina's family deeply appreciates it. I feel bad. I feel bad for her. She's a single mom. You know, she tried to do the right thing and then get fired because you were trying to do your job. That's overwhelming to me.
He was one case out of many that I brought to their attention.
I wanted to thank her for what she had done and that she did the right thing and you stood up and you know, that was a big leap of faith. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Anytime. I'd do it in a heartbeat again if I had to do it all over again.
Because she was fired for blowing the whistle on how the Department of Corrections confused Clemens' identification number in paperwork with that of another offender, Terry Jean Hamilton, who had been released from supervision in 2005, Sheralyn contacted Lakewood, Washington attorney Nelson Fraley for the purposes of filing a wrongful termination and whistleblower claim against the state.
Well, we're basically at the infancy stage currently. I think the likelihood of Sheralyn prevailing in her claims is extremely high.
That is why I spoke out, is for public and community safety. That was my job and I took it to heart.
Hopefully we can impress upon the state that they can certainly right the wrongs that they have sort of caused as it regards Sheralyn.
When asked what she wanted to say to Governor Chris Gregoire, the legislature, and the Department of Corrections about Andrews' firing and what needed to be done, De Long said,
I think that they need to make her whole, that she was just trying to do her job, and that they need to make her whole again. She was paid to do a job, she found that there was a mistake, and that they just need to do right by her and just say, hey, simply, we're humans, we make mistakes, and let's just move on. But firing her for bringing something to their attention and doing a whistleblower is just appalling to me.
The Clemens case still has not been completely unraveled, and the aftermath of it has produced criminal charges against accomplices, a measure on this fall's ballot to correct a loophole in the state's bail laws, and continued bureaucratic finger-pointing. In the meantime, fired whistleblower and single mom Sheralyn Andrews is out of work and struggling to make ends meet, something Beth De Long thinks is wrong.
And don't fire people who bring it to their attention.
For the Freedom Foundation, this is Scott St. Clair reporting.